Hey folks, it's Cement once again, and welcome back to another review. As thanks to a nice guy named Tony, he had sent me Blu-rays to I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Now, I mentioned before that I had the DVD already. It was a two-pack which had the first two movies. I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I know there's another one. That review will be coming pretty soon. I know there's a remake of I Know What You Did Last Summer coming. I don't know why they're doing it, but whatever. Why do I even ask that question anymore? And the two-pack DVD I have actually has features on the first movie, while that Blu-ray didn't have any features. But then the features are on this are same on the features in that DVD I had. And again, the only reason I had this is because I don't mind the first film. I mean, even my review of the first film, it seems like I'm kind of haggling on it a lot. But at the end of the day, I didn't mind it as a time waster. I can say I Know We Did Last Summer okay. I mean, even Freddie Prinze Jr., who's the weakest of the main four, I could still deal with him. I do think he does a better job in this one because in that one, in the first film, he seemed like he was trying to be Keanu Reeves at times. Just that wide, huh? Here, he's not doing that at all. He's not the. He's not doing that, which I'll get to. And I think someone would probably say to me, is a movie has to be really shitty when I have to say that I thought Freddie Prinze Jr. was the best thing about the movie. And well, the first film I can watch okay. The third one is the worst, which I'll get to. This is still pretty damn terrible. The reason I say it's better than the third film is I could deal with this cast more than the cast of the third film. But and this does have features. It has a little 5-minute making of from back in the day. It has a music video because Jennifer Love Hewitt had saying, "How do I deal? How do I deal with Ben?" I don't know the words. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. I don't know the words to this song, but Danny Cannon, that's who directed this. I knew that name sounded familiar. That's the guy that directed the very disappointing Stallone film Judge Dredd. A film that was going to be PG-13, and a nice guy named Jack Craven had told me about this. That was a film that was supposed to be PG-13 from the get-go and have stuff like toys and Burger King, and then not only did it get an R rating, it got an NC-17 rating, and from the get-go they wanted a PG-13 movie that Burger King and such would make toys out of, and that Judge Dredd was just. If I ever do a Stallone marathon, I'm going to talk in depth about my thoughts on Judge Dredd. This is director Danny Cannon. We're going from that movie to this movie. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, which the title doesn't even make sense because technically it's I Still Know What You Did 2 summers ago. Because the last movie was I Know What You Did Last Summer, and this is the summer after that, so it's I Still Know What You Did 2 summers ago. That's what you still know. I mean, even the title doesn't make sense, let alone the movie. God, where to start with this? Jennifer Love Hewitt's character still is having nightmares. Like the very first scene, she's at a confessional, and the killer's about to get her. She wakes up in class screaming. She's having a little bit of trouble with her relationship with Freddie Prinze Jr. Kind of like what was in the first movie. Jennifer Love Hewitt's character is going to college. Her roommate is Brandy. Brandy's boyfriend is played by Mekhi Phifer. And then there's this guy seemingly nice guy called Will who has a crush on Jennifer Love Hewitt. And Brandy's like, you need to go out to a party. She goes out to a party. And the thing is, I guess the whole point of the film, maybe it's not, maybe I'm giving too much credit, is no, that's not the case. I was going to say that sometimes are we led to believe that Jennifer Love Hewitt is actually seeing what she's seeing, or is it dreams or daydreams, day nightmares? But I don't think that's giving too much credit to these writers. Who else? Trey Callaway. The reason I say that is because she's at this party, and it's a party that type of party, and there's a fucking guy in a rain slicker and a hood standing in the middle of the dance floor, and no one notices. It's a dance party where people and no one notices a big motherfucker in a rain slicker head to toe and goes, that's strange. That's weird. That's noticeable. Are we led to believe she was seeing things? I don't think so in this case. I really don't. This film is just incredibly fucking stupid and run-of-the-mill and boring. That's really the problem with this film. It's run-of-the-mill, very run-of-the-mill. It is very boring, and it's just an incredibly stupid movie. I'm going to give this away, which leads to the ending of the film. You find out at the end that their friend Will, who's seemingly a nice guy, which that's probably a tip-off right there, he's actually the son of the killer in the first movie. And the killer for the first movie is alive as well. So technically there's two killers. And so their plan, the killer's plan, is to have the son call in. Later on we find out it's Will. Call in on the radio. Pretend to be a radio host. To the point that Jennifer Love Hewitt actually gets a radio, turns it on, and can hear it from there. So this guy must have had access to an actual radio station or to be able to transit. So not only is it just over the phone, but you can hear it over the radio. Because Brandy's talking on the phone, Jennifer Love Hewitt can hear it on the radio. And he gives, what is the capital of Brazil? And I'm like, I'm not the smartest guy, but when they answer Rio, even the very first time I saw this film, even the very first time, I sucked at geography and math and science. I did well in school, but if you quiz me, I'll lose. But even I know that the capital of Brazil is not Rio. And even when I first saw it, okay, something's wrong. That's not the capital of Brazil. It's not Rio. Brasilia. And I remember that because Brasilia, it's easy to remember. What's the capital of Brazil? Well, it's pretty much what you just said, but add ia. But okay, so the son was able to, even before that, that means this son had to get into the college that Jennifer Love Hewitt was at. He had to meet her, get her to like him as a friend. So get into her school, her college, be able to meet her, be able to become a very, very close friend to her. Not for her to say, fuck off, or sorry, I don't want anything to do with you, or yeah, okay, leave me alone, or anything like that. And then, again, this radio thing, pretend to be a radio station, but apparently you can hear him on the radio as well. Is that an easy thing to do? That I could just turn on the radio and hear and then say, yes, you've won tickets to the Bahamas. And I obviously worked it with the hotel in the Bahamas, because when they get there, Jeffrey Combs, who makes an appearance, he even says, oh, you're the contest winners. So I'm like, you even had to work that out here, where even you got the hotel believing that there was a contest. I mean, how the hell do you do that? Do you just pay Jeffrey Combs, hey, pretend this is a contest, do? How the hell do you do that? I mean, all expense paid, and you got the money for that? How the hell you got the money for that? Your father is a dead, wannabe dead fisherman who's supposed to have been dead for a fucking year, and oh, 'cause he worked there. Oh yeah, that means you have money. And why go through all this trouble just to kill her? I'm like, sneak into her. Hell, the kid obviously knows where she lives. Just take your dad, sneak into Jennifer Love Hewitt's room, and you do something called chloroform. End the movie. Holy shit! I just ended your movie in 5 minutes or less. Instead of this very complicated bullshit. I'm gonna get into the school, and I'm gonna make sure I become friends with you. There are missions from the CIA that are less intricate than this plan. It's just so fucking stupid. And then if you led it to a very entertaining movie, I'd say fuck it. It's a slasher film. But you don't, so fuck this movie. But I said the best part is Freddie Prinze Jr. because he's not doing the wide-eyed, huh? I like Freddie Prinze Jr. in this film because he's more straightforward. He's more, I can't really say tougher. A little bit more intense. He's just not going the bug out wide, huh? He's just, oh, I have this ring I wanted to show her, and his buddy goes, well, why don't you surprise her? They get there, there's a guy on the road. Freddie Prinze goes up, realizes it's a trick, turns, tries to warn his buddy gets murdered, hooked. And nice little sequence. I like the sequence. I like the way it was filmed. I just like the way it looks. You see in the trailer where the Freddie Prinze Jr. character jumps in the nick of time and just barely, the vehicle barely misses him and he goes down the hill. And he's not in the film that much, Freddie Prinze Jr. I mean, this must have been an easy shoot for him because other than that, it's I'm in the hospital and I escape. In another scene, I buy a gun. In another scene, I'm riding a bus. In another scene, I hold a gun to someone saying, I'm looking for a boat. Okay, I'm not looking for a weather report. I'm looking for a boat. In a little scene when he's on the boat, it must have been an easy job for him, but still, I thought he did a better job acting here than the first movie. It was just a little bit more straightforward. It was a little bit more like tougher. And it's simple, but okay, it's a boyfriend who wants to warn his girlfriend and save her. Hey, that's something I can pull for. Okay. And he's serious. He's not making jokes. He's not fucking around. He needs to do this. And I'm like, okay, I respect that. And cool. Freddie Prinze Jr. I thought did a good job. But the other friends, they get to the island and they realize it's going to be off season. The storm's coming, so there's not going to be many people on the island. Jack Black is in this, and I always forget that Jack Black was in this fucking movie he has dreadlocks. He talks like he's a Rastafarian. He's a druggie. Smoking weed. Talking about cream jeans. I'm like, what the fuck is a cream jean? I don't want a cream jean. Okay, that sounds like a bad gay porno. Cream jeans. So you keep your cream jeans to yourself, Jack Black. I always forget that because this is around the time that he was doing stuff like getting killed by Bruce Willis in The Jackal. Or getting killed in this one. So hey, if you want to see Jack Black make an idiot out of himself with dreadlocks and then get killed by bad guy putting shears in his chest, gardening shears in his chest, not as cool as The Burning, but still, this is the movie for you. And that character was just annoying. Like, Jack Black just played an annoying character. Like I said, Jeffrey Combs makes an appearance. He's sort of the owner of the hotel. Cool as Jeffrey Combs, but could have been in. Man, so far away from Reanimator. You also have the guy from Demolition Man. I forgot the actor's name, but he's the guy in Demolition Man who was telling Sandra Bullock and them about John Spartan, about the olden times, and Stallone comes up. Oh, it's his old buddy from back in the day. And he's talking with the guy, and then the machine finds out he's cursing, and then that's when he, the fuck, you're paying me. So much for the 3 seashells. The guy he's talking to with the gray hair, older black gentleman, he's in this. And Jennifer Esposito, who's been in a few films, she's in this as well as one of the workers of the hotel. And stuff happens, like for example, the kids do karaoke, and I don't know how the fuck, somehow the killer puts I Still Know on the karaoke. I don't know how the hell you do that. I thought you physically have to be there to be able to do that. Was that set up beforehand? Because even it was Brandy who thought of the idea. Oh yeah, let's do the karaoke that Jennifer Esposito thought of. The killer, when you think about it, the killer didn't go, hey, or the Will character go, hey, let's do karaoke. And what, to do it so perfectly that no one, hell, if Mekhi Phifer and Brandy had seen it, then the movie would have been a lot shorter because they would have known something wrong was going on much earlier. But I guess Killer's got lucky that the other two didn't see it. Only she saw it. Is she crazy? No, she's not. Anyway, and a couple people get killed. Oh, here's guy who is cleaning up the docks. He gets killed. The housekeeping lady, she gets killed. Jennifer Love Hewitt finds a dead body in the closet. Of course, they go. She gets her friends, goes up, they're gone. For some reason, you need the guy from Demolition Man. You needed him doing voodoo. And later on, I guess it's for a red herring. But it's such an obvious red herring that we know that's not the case, so you shouldn't have put it in the first place. It's just completely pointless. And that's around when Jack Black gets killed. And then, again, stupid stuff. Jennifer Love Hewitt is so sure she saw a dead body. But then the next day, she says, okay, that's cool, Brandy. Put me in this tanning salon booth that's going to have my eyes covered and this whole thing. Even though last night I was dead sure that there was a dead fucking body in my fucking closet. But then the next morning, yeah, I'm who the fuck in real world would do that? Yeah, this is a slasher film. Yeah, but it's a 1998 movie as well. I mean, fuck, we have 50 million slasher films in the 80s. You tell me you can't learn what stupid stuff is? Don't do stupid stuff. Don't write stupid stuff in your stupid scripts. If you don't want fucking people to fucking say you're stupid. And then at that time, Brandy finds a dead body. Mekhi Phifer and the other guy finds a dead body. She's, for some reason, the killer comes in and does not kill Jennifer Love Hewitt. Just puts one of those zip ties so that she can't get out. And I'm like, oh, that's so scary. He put a fucking zip tie on her tanning booth. Oh, shit, snap, son. We are in dire straits here. And let me ask you something. With those tanning salons, is there a way to just unplug them? Isn't it just like a cord you can unplug? I don't know. I will admit, I've never been in there. Maybe not. But if so, there's been a lot of time trying to break it when you could just unplug it. But again, maybe that's not how it works. I could be wrong on that. I don't know why the fuck the killer just ties it. This fucking zip tie. They find Jeffrey Combs dead. Has like a machete in his head. They have to. Jennifer Love Hewitt then tells her friends what's probably going on in her past. And has to repeat the fucking "what are you waiting for" that she did in the previous fucking movie. I didn't even care for her doing it in the previous movie, but you have to repeat it? You literally have to repeat "what are you waiting for." I guess they thought there was such a great demand for that type of scene to see again. Her literally doing "what are you waiting for" with her arms outstretched. When you do it a second time, it's a parody. Is it meant to laugh? No. Well, then you fucked up. Mekhi Phifer gets killed, hooked in the throat. Some stalk sequences. Jeffrey Esposito, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Brandy get stalked on these beams, and Brandy gets stalked trying to walk on glass, and it breaks from under her. The killer's really chasing Brandy, and I'm like, okay, is Jennifer Love Hewitt the main lead, or is it Brandy? Because the killer's doing a lot of chasing Brandy, and Brandy fighting the killer off. Then they get separated. Jennifer Love Hewitt finds out that Will is the bad guy. Jennifer Esposito gets killed. Brandy gets injured. Supposed to think is dead, but she's not. Find out that Will is the bad guy from the first film's son. And Freddie Prinze Jr. shows up at the nick of time. And again, I liked this sequence. I liked Freddie Prinze Jr. in this sequence, saying, you know, let her go. Beating the shit out of Will. And this is a guy who was in the hospital, so the fact that he's beating up Will shows how strong Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character is. But then he gets beat up, and always reminds me of wrestling when someone got like Freddie Prinze Jr. is here and Will's got him like here. It always reminds me of wrestling because you know when someone's coming, you know what's going to happen. You know, get out of the way. I thought this was really cool. Bad guy's coming for him with the hood. Freddie Prinze Jr. does a cool fuck you elbow, slams it so that bad guy kills his own son. I like that scene. And then it's one of these things that's really motherfucking annoying. And I say motherfucking because I really want to point this out. It is so easy to fix it and to figure it out. Okay, Jennifer Love Hewitt gets the gun because when Prinze Jr. did it, for some reason it didn't work. I don't know why, but it works for her. She shoots the bad guy, was a Ben, 8 times, even though it's a 6-shooter. 8 times. I mean, 6-shooters I thought have 6 bullets. Maybe it has 8 and I just don't know my guns. That could be the case. But I don't understand when they do that in movies. I understand certain things where, you know, how many... I understand that. I mean, I love John Woo movies. But a 6-shooter, it's easy to know. It's called a 6-shooter. When you see that kind of gun, usually it's a 6-shooter. It's kind of a normal thing. But no, they shoot 7, they shoot 8, they shoot 9. It's not that fucking hard. How hard is it to go, oh, there's 6 bullets, so let's have 6 squibs. Boom, 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 boom. How hard is that? How hard is it? Steel hard. I guess brain dead hard. But she shoots the shit out of it. Her, Freddie Prinze Jr., and Brandy get out of there safely. And then it ends with another shock ending like the first movie, where she's in her house with Freddie Prinze Jr. and all the kills her under the bed, drags her under the bed, and that's it, because they're not in the third movie. At least not Freddie Prinze Jr. or Jennifer Love Hewitt or Brandy. The Ben character is as a zombie. Yes, you heard me right. Supernatural zombie. But I still know what he did last summer. I don't mind. Jennifer Love Hewitt, again, I would take her over Megan Fox and Rooney Mara and Kristen Stewart and other people. I thought she's good looking and she's decent. Not even a good strip in this movie, but decent. Brandy, honestly, she didn't annoy me at all. I thought Brandy did what she had to do. I do like Mekhi Phifer. He was just sort of the guy that was trying to get laid and could never get to that frontier. I thought Mekhi Phifer did fine, and I thought Freddie Prinze Jr. did a better job than he did in the first film. It was just sad that he wasn't in the film a lot. I mean, again, for the first hour, for most of the film, it's just little teeny snippets of him. He's not in the film that much. But I thought he actually did a pretty decent job. Hell lot better than the first movie. I mean, and I could deal with him in the first movie, but he was the weakest of the main four. But again, the reason I keep harping on it because I do think he did improve. I think it's because he was playing I don't know if I want to say more serious. Not so much wide-eyed and just more serious. This is what I gotta do. This is what I'm going to do in order to get to that. And again, Brandy wasn't bad. Mekhi Phifer, I don't think was bad. Jack Black, I thought was bad. So I don't even think it's the acting that's the problem with me for this film. The kills are there. I mean, it does have a bigger body count than the first movie. I mean, when they find Jeffrey Combs' body with the machete in the head and on the back, huge bloody letters of "I still know." It's just such a run-of-the-mill slasher film that gets very boring. And it's just also just a very stupid screenplay. And yes, so it's a slasher film. What do you expect? No, I don't expect Citizen Kane or Shawshank Redemption or Stanley Kubrick or fucking... I'm not expecting that, okay? I know that. But this one is just too stupid. That just... it's not entertaining to me. So, yeah, it's just a pretty boring film. Pretty stupid film. By a stupid director. No, just... well, yeah. But I still know what you did last summer, which again, even the fucking title is stupid. If it's I still know, it's I still know what you did last 2 summers. Or 2 summers ago. I still know what you did 2 summers ago. You could... And then they made a third film, which was straight to video and had really none of the characters except the main killer who came back as a zombie, supernatural zombie. But I still know what you did last summer. I don't know what the hell else I can say. Other than thanks for watching, take care, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.